Man, so welcome to the controversial Best of Swoop Show. Oh, there we go. Welcome to the controversial Best of Swoop Show. I'm here with my lovely, controversial, and beautiful co-host, Christine. Big Leo energy. Best is running a little bit late, so when Best get here, we'll introduce him, and then I'm yours truly, your favorite host, overweight lover, super fly guy, smoothest podcast in the world, Vis Swoops. And we got some shit to get into this week. How was your weekend, Christine? What have you been up to? How was your week?
Honestly, my week has been good. Like a lot of good things have been happening. I just started an Amazon partnership, so
Fire.
I got some. Yeah, I got some influencing things that I'm doing, and it's just like I only got the weekends to really film and do that shit. So I got to figure out a better strategy. Hopefully, I could quit my job one day so I can just focus on that love.
Yeah, once it
All
probably
right.
evens out, it's the best way to go. But shout out to Amazon with the partnership. That's always a beautiful thing. Um, we got some things to get into. Where do you want to start? You want to have fun? I don't want to get into things without best too much. So, I know you was talking about finesse suit times and the city girls got into it. What's going on with that situation?
Yeah, so JT had got into it online with a fan. And basically, I guess JT went to the fans page and said, your baby father is dead. No, no, no.
Oh,
Yeah, your dad is dead and your baby is ugly. Your baby looked like finesse two times.
damn.
Now, yeah, so finesse two times, like, now how I get into it? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably just minding his motherfucking business. You know what I'm saying? Getting called ugly. And I just felt like, the way that she left out was just not it. You know what I'm saying? Talking about people's kids, talking about the deceased,
Yeah.
she has been going through a lot and we all do make mistakes. And I'm not saying this is a mistake because I haven't heard an apology from her. Um, but that sounds like somebody who was fed up. Now, finesse two times, he had tried to go back and forth with JT, and he was basically saying, like, I know you're not trying to call me ugly. That he tried to do a selfie video to redeem himself. And me personally, I don't find him attractive, so it was kind of cringy. So yeah, that not being disrespectful, just
Yeah.
not my type.
So
So
the
yeah.
fan attacked. All right, so I'm reading the story a little bit now. So basically, the fan attacked JT because she's dating Uzi, and Uzi's said it, I guess he said Uzi's androgynous or whatever. So and then
Because Uzi's been out here
as his alter
pretending
ego, Leslie.
Leslie Child. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's called Uzi ain't never give a fuck. And Team Leo, Uzi is a Leo. We ain't never give a fuck. We gonna do what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, my language. Jeez, wow.
Yeah,
But
this is a
yeah,
podcast, so technically you can curse. You feel me?
but
Yo,
yeah.
listen,
So
this is crazy that I'm surrounded by so many Leos. I don't understand why. This is crazy. Mike,
life like
Mike, our
that is just
producer is a Leo. K Fly is a Leo. Christine's a Leo. Shout out to my nigga Class Murder is a Leo. I know a lot of motherfucking Leos, man. I just think I had
yeah.
a bad experience with one. It's the August ones. It's the August ones.
I think that's just what it is.
Yeah.
I'm saying Leo season coming up whenever the
Yeah,
summer
I
gets
gotta
warm.
chill. It's not even. I got like 2 more months, 3 more months. It ain't even May yet. Relax, calm down.
How was your weekend, by the way, Swoops? You got uh wine you were doing?
Any what?
Whining and dining, how
I've been
you do.
working. I work on the weekends. Everybody know that. I'll be at work, working,
But
working,
we
working.
have time for things that we want to do. So what you doing?
Absolutely, and I make time for work. The things I want to do is on my weekend, and my weekend does not start till tomorrow. So I'll be going to a baseball game. I'll be going to a baseball
Um,
game. I'll probably go out to eat and stuff like that. But and I'm going to art. I think it's an art gallery or photography gallery. So that's gonna be what I'm doing this weekend.
that's fire. Now I have a real question for you because I predict out of all three of us hosts, hopefully Best gets on here soon. But I think that you will probably be the first one to be married. Would you invite me and Best to your wedding? And
Mike, what are we doing here? If I would be the first one, I'm also this elder statesman on the show, so it's a possibility that I will. But I'm not really thinking about any of that until I'm in my 30s. It's my last year in my 20s, man. I'm 29. I'm trying to enjoy as much as life as possible, doing things I haven't done. My passport should be here soon, so I'll be passport poppy. I'm not a passport bro. I'm a passport poppy. It's the difference. I'm not going out there looking for wives. I could get pussy in the United States of America as well. So that's not what this passport is about. It's just about expanding my horizon and things of that nature.
That you put that
But
together.
I got shot up. Y'all gonna be at the wedding for sure. Absolutely. If I get married.
No, I'm saying like the toast part where we get to say, on the microphone after 2 drinks.
The toast part after 2 drinks. I don't know. It depends on what story you want to tell. You don't have none of the bad stories about me that so I don't know. I wouldn't mind it. It depends on what friend it is.
Okay. So what else is going on? What
So we did have the Gervonta Davis fight. I wish Best was here for this part.
right. Do you want to go over Lil Durk?
Let's go, Lil Durk. Lil Durk, he donated some money to Howard University. And he got backlash from it.
Yeah, he got a lot of backlash. Did you hear some backlash from it?
I didn't. This is your topic, so I have no
Um,
idea. I didn't even know he donated.
yeah, so he donated. I can't think of the exact number, but he did donate, and he got backlash. The backlash I saw was mainly on the shade room comments. Now a lot of people were complaining, saying like, doesn't Howard have enough money? Is this the only place Is this the only black college that celebrities donate to? What about the other HBCUs? Um, so I don't think it was mainly hate on Dirk. It was mainly the hate on why does every celebrity just donate to Howard when there's so many black colleges?
That's actually a very interesting question. I think Howard is he what?
Howard's in Chicago. Like they're all from Chicago.
Oh, so the person that founded Howard University is from Chicago. That makes sense.
Oh, okay. So it's love there with Dirk from being from.
Exactly, and Howard is just a prestigious university. It's one of the more famous HBCUs. It's a lot. It's a lot of HBCUs, but if you don't know them, you wouldn't know that they're HBCUs like North Carolina Central, Lincoln University, Virginia University. Two of the universities I was actually thinking about attending. What else we have? You got Spelman. You got you got Spelman. You got Morehouse. You got Langston University. It's a couple of colleges, but it's just that everybody's not as aware of where to donate for HBCUs, and it's not like it's a HBCU collective space where you could donate and then everybody gets their money and stuff like that. I think Best is joining us now. Once Best gets on here, we'll address him. But yeah, it's just interesting to see. I'm not mad at Dirk doing that. I think that donating to HBCUs in general is the best thing to do. But all right,
Yeah,
that was Dirk's decision. I'm not mad at it.
I agree. Can you see me?
Uh, Mike is fixing the stuff, but I can still see you on camera. So we
Okay.
about to get because Best is joining now. So we about to have all three of y'all on here. All three of us. I say y'all. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, though, I do see what they mean with the selection. Why is it always that? When I think of a black college, I think of Howard. That's like my first one. It's everybody's, but it's just like these people have so much access to know so many other schools. I think it should be a bigger selection.
Yeah. Sometimes people just don't know, and it's just about instead of giving them backlash, take an opportunity to teach them. Because even Jackson State University, people didn't know about the Jackson State universities, the Alcorn universities, unless you kind of like follow the football there. But if
But
until Deion Sanders got there, people didn't really understand how big of a staple Jackson State University is in Mississippi. Another popular one, if you're into sports, is FAMU, Florida A&M University, Bethune Cookman. But people that are not used to hearing about these schools, they just aren't as familiar. And he's donated something, and it's a cause, and it's to help students. So I'm not knocking Dirk. Salute to Little Dirk, man.
that's true. And I also wanted to say anybody who like is a celebrity who does these big donations, y'all do know that they get tax breaks on these, right? Like,
Yeah, it's like everybody
it's
else. Anybody that got
trying to
money,
fancy. I'm just saying,
because
educate.
if they don't spend it, they gonna have to pay it in taxes anyway. So you better
Yeah.
off just paying it to a good cause. Um, Best is supposed to be getting. I don't know where the hell he went, but I do want to get into this little Meech thing.
Yeah,
Um,
but all with this one.
I know where is Best, man. This is Best's topic right here. Actually, we could go into Snowfall because neither one of you seen Snowfall.
Yeah.
Um, so Snowfall has the series finale has already been done. The series is over. It's with starting with Damson Idris as starring as Franklin Saint, the main character. We watched Franklin Saint go from Mama's Boy to $70 million kingpin, and then this last episode was the climax of the whole series, or the conclusion of the whole series. Excuse me. Um, this episode, it was the episode before Franklin's mom killed the person who had his $70 million. They was going to split it 37 million. Before he could give the code to have the money transferred over to Franklin, Franklin mom shot him because he asked her she asked the man who's Teddy who was the plug about her husband who went missing. He told her he killed him and burnt the body so they'll never find it, and like kind of like mushed her off him type shit. She got upset, shot him. She didn't want Franklin to have the money. So the end of the series, Franklin's over there scrambling, trying to figure out how to get money to take care of his assets, and because he's basically uh, broke with cash on hand, he's as far as hard cash, he's broke. You just watch him go through a spiral of those last few years of after Teddy dies. Um, his homeboy does what he do. Leon, who was a solid guy for most of it. We watched how Leon's story kind of ends with there. We watched Franklin go from $70 million kingpin to alcoholic like his father and becomes a bum, has no money to his name, and all of this other stuff. But neither one of you watched it, so it's hard to explain, and it sucks because this is actually a really great show. But it was a great episode, and they did a tribute to John Singleton at the end, who actually started the show before he died. So it was a great episode. Too bad neither one of you watched it, and I don't know if Mike watched Snowfall. So
What is that one?
it's on FX. This is not an ad. This is on FX. The series is over. You can go back and watch it.
If you have Hulu, you can watch it on
Okay.
Hulu.
You can watch it on Hulu too.
Okay, FX and Hulu.
Yeah, it's a great show. I think it was 6 seasons, and
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, 6 seasons. It's crazy because I remember the first time I seen Snowfall. But we're not gonna get into that. Where the
Wait,
fuck?
Swoop, I really wanted to hear your input, right? On the teacher with the big donkey who had
Oh
to
yeah,
put the girl.
I forgot to even put that on there. Um, I think everybody was wrong in that situation.
Mhm.
Everybody was wrong. Um, it has to be at some point in time we gotta get everybody on the same page from the community to the school to the parents, so that it could be child focused. But the teacher shouldn't have pushed the student. The student shouldn't have been trying to grab shit from the teacher. Granted, it's your phone, whatever. Like call your mom somewhere else and deal with it. I'm sure you got friends in the class. Call your mom off their phone and she can deal with it, or your dad, whoever it is. But it's a child, so they're not thinking rational. Pe- Teenagers go crazy over their phone. I was a teenager that was mad over my phone before. Um, and as the adult, like if she assaults you, you could also press charges. Like, but you shouldn't have pushed that girl. You shouldn't have pushed her to get her off you. You should have tried. You should have done what you could, but also when someone feels threatened, they get in fight or flight mode. She got into fight mode instead of flight mode.
Yeah, I think a lot of people only saw the part where they cut. I had to see the full version because people were like, "No, show the full version." I'm like, "What?" Because they didn't show the teacher pushing the girl first before the girl swung at her
Yeah.
in the viral video. But yeah, I think that both parties were definitely wrong. But that definitely went viral, and I think that Phones really don't need to be in the classroom. I mean, they don't allow it at work, so at most jobs. So why is it in the classroom?
It's a distraction for sure.
Yeah.
It's a distraction. I'm not that old. I had phones in school, so I remember having my phone in school, and it was definitely a distraction because I used to be on AIM and MySpace and Facebook and all that shit. Or then we had BBM when the BlackBerry was popping and all that shit. With my sidekick, I had the sidekick ID and I had
Mm-hmm.
my sidekick Alex, and I was
Oh,
just trying to text girls all the time. So because I was in school, I'm like, yeah, trying to see what was up. And then I remember getting my first iPhone when it came out. See, I'm not a dinosaur, but I'm a little up there in age. Mike, you probably can
yeah.
remember when you used to have an iPhone and
I used to have a Nokia, so I don't know.
oh, Mike had a Nokia. Sheesh, that's crazy. I had an iPhone. Back in the day, you used to have an iPhone and an iPod because the iPhone didn't play music, so you had two different devices
You had to have both. Oh, yeah, I was bougie.
And a camera.
and a camera. Yeah, because you had to have your own camera because the phones didn't have cameras. Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's a different time we in today. Let's get into Lil Meech because Best is over here playing. Lil Meech. Lil Meech comes to Rochester to do a public appearance. He's marqueed as the person to party with Lil Meech at this event. People come. They come by the grows. It sells out. It does relatively well. I hear people was even paying $80 at the door. And
would never.
listen, we're going to get into this, Christine. And then after all of this happens, Meech shows up he shows up late to begin with. And then he's only there for about 15, 20 minutes. And people feel like they didn't get their money's worth. And I'm here today. We're here to break this down. I'm gonna start by saying this. Mike may know as well. These public appearances, these motherfuckers is not here for the fans. They are here because they got a fucking check. They're not staying that long. But Christine, I'll leave it to you. How do you feel about this whole thing? And then we know the part that went viral when he told Shorty not to touch him, and it's been all over
Yeah.
Twitter and everything like that.
Mm. Now, let me just be very careful because, I know one day if I make it, I might get dragged in the media for talking my shit, but that's what I do. I would never pay $80 to see this nigga ever in fucking life. His dad, more notoriety, but his attitude, first of all, to be there for 15 minutes, that's what I'm saying. If you have a job that you don't 100% love, that's not your dream career yet, and you're actually working for something, you have to do the job to get your paycheck. I don't care what level you are, that nasty attitude shit is very like feminine. That with the haircut and the outfit, I don't care how much it costs for you to come off that cocky is crazy to me. When he goes to Hollywood parties, I guarantee he's not top 5 that people care about. I never even watched the series. I heard that it's a great series. It's something I might watch one day, but I don't know what you do outside of there. And that's just my honest opinion.
That's
I
what
mean, I think that it was real, like, but it's crazy because some people will give a pass to somebody who's bigger than him. Somebody who's bigger than him who do some shit like that, they're not gonna make a big deal.
so you're right. I don't disagree with you there. And then I'll even go a step further and say this, right? When you get booked to do something, you have a job to do. Absolutely right. But he's only so I have a friend that's in the promotion game, and he told me when you book people like this, they usually only book for like an hour. Allegedly, Meech was paid 20,000, or that the contract was for 20,000 for him to come there. But this is other things that we have to take into account. The promoter sold the event out, so they made their money. Bars selling out, they charge people $80 at the door, so they made their money even though they didn't put on the event that they wanted. The money was made. Meech may have been coming off corny and doing all of these things, but these celebrities don't be really fucking liking y'all. They don't care to be around y'all. He's not a rapper. He's an actor. He don't need y'all to like him in order for him to get roles. It's not how this works. also, to add to this point, right? More made their money, people worship celebrities. And if the roles was reversed, even though his attitude was kind of corny, and I get it, but say if this was Jada Waiter or Ari or something, and somebody was touching them, and they say, "Yo, don't touch me," y'all wouldn't be as upset. People don't like to be fucking
I
touched.
got a point there.
People
His
don't
bitches better keep their hand off a big Ari. Yeah,
feel
that's
me.
all I gotta say. No, I'm
But
playing, but yeah.
people wouldn't say anything because he's a man, and he's like, "Oh, well, we paid to see you. You know, y'all paid to breathe the same air as this nigga. Y'all didn't pay to be next to the nigga."
Well, I think okay. Do you see it this way as of him? Because he did that to a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if Ari or Jada were to do that for a girl, for a guy tapping or touching him, it wouldn't be wrong for them to do that. Because I guess it's like the gender roles in that situation.
But even as a man, if I don't want you fucking touching me, don't fucking touch me. And also, security, you not doing your fucking job because why can't this girl just grab me? If she could just touch me, what's stopping another nigga from grabbing my chain? It's just,
He didn't even know who to fucking look at. His glasses were too fucking dark. He looked mad scary when he looked back. I think he
again,
was just being way. It's a job.
You paid for him to appear. The nigga
And
appeared.
he didn't even do that.
He appeared.
He didn't even.
He appeared late.
Barely.
He appeared late, but he appeared. Now, if you don't want to give him
How
the
you-
back end, that's fine. But what Little Meech did is not no different than what most of these rappers do. I see a lot of rappers get booked for a show. For example, Dave East. This is not no Dave East hate, but somebody had brought up. They went to a Dave East show. They went to the show. Dave East came the last 20 minutes, he rapped 3 songs, and then he did a freestyle and then left. He got paid his whole bag for 15, 20 minutes of work. It's not the Fab. They said Fab had a show where he was the headliner. The nigga only performed the last 25 minutes and left. Nigga purposely was 2 hours late. Not that he wasn't in the arena. He just stayed in the dressing room for 2 hours and then went to perform. So this is not anything that's exclusive to Little Meech. These niggas do this shit all the time. This is why people got to understand. You have to understand who you're doing business with and how they do business. Just because somebody is popular or they got a show or this and third, really, like you said before, what the fuck does Meech do that I want to pay $80 of my hard-earned money to go party with you?
Right.
To me, I don't look at celebrities in that way. I've been around enough to understand that these motherfuckers is regular like the rest of us. And you don't have, like, these niggas ain't special. But when Shorty wanted to get chose that night and she got dubbed, you got to remember this nigga's Little Meech. He got a show, not a little show, excuse me. He has a show that does well on Stars, even though Stars is bottom ranked. When we talk about HBO, Showtime, Cinemax, Stars is at the bottom of all that shit. But I'm not even going to do that to him. He got his show on Stars where he's the star doing this thing. He got an inbox full of blue checks. So he probably
Yes.
his selection is a little different than when he dealing with drinks. And he said the shorty that he with right now was a baddie. I don't know. I never seen her. It is what it is. So I'm not saying how he handled it would be the way that I handle it, but a lot of people that's talking about it aren't in a position of being a person sought after, being a celebrity, being able to get paid for your likeness. Because people used to say before, what does Ari do to get paid to go do parties? She gets paid to do public appearances. No knock to her. Shout out to her. She do her thing. Lil Meech, all he do is BMF, one episode of Euphoria, and y'all niggas is paying him $20,000 to come to a party that he don't even want to be at.
Yeah, but it's like these other people offer stuff. And like Ari takes pictures with her fans, and it's just like Chris Brown, yeah, his tickets was like $1,000 to take a picture with him, but it's like these are people that I wouldn't put Ari and Chris Brown in the same category.
Yeah, but if you pay for a general admission ticket, you can't take a picture with Chris Brown. He's not doing it. You had to pay that $1,000.
But say, okay, so if Denzel Washington did an appearance, you know what I'm saying? If Denzel Washington did an appearance and he showed up for 15 minutes and it was the last 15 minutes of the whole show, everybody's going to be thankful. I'm just saying.
No, absolutely.
I don't think people.
Absolutely.
We can talk about actors.
It's a little levels to it. Meech is new to this shit. Everybody know him as Big Meech, son. He got this arrogance about him because there's a bunch of niggas on his dick poles telling him that, yo, you Lil Meech, You the ear to the dome, big Meech, big BMF, boom, boom, boom. This nigga head is inflated to a whole different level. And then he's on a show that does relatively well. And then I guess he got to show his meat on the episode, and Drink's been on his body ever since. It is what it is. So he's feeling himself all the way. All the way feeling himself. So Denzel has had the highs and lows of Hollywood, and he comes from actually being an actor in a background, doing stage plays, doing this, doing that before he got his big roles. So it's a little different professionalism and prestige. Like you said, Big Meech walk into a spot in LA and Denzel walk in, it's not even a question who the fuck they paying attention to. Johnny Depp, Big Meech, fuck you can even go the nigga Michael Rainey that he be talking shit to that plays Tariq in Power. He got more leverage and pull in Hollywood than I would say Big Meech do. I mean Little Meech do, excuse me.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. It's just about your level of prestige and who you are and what you've done. And Lil Meech, he's got a little taste of success, and he's just showing who he is. That's all it is. Money and success make you more who you already are.
That's a fact. And it's also like piggybacking off of, celebrities and backlash and all that. Nicki Minaj and Ice Spice just came out with the new music video, but there was a little bit of backlash from the Instagram picture of them both twerking side by side, rubbing each other's asses. And people were saying that it was almost predatory because Nicki is 40 and or almost 40, and Ice Spice is what, 21?
I think so. This is entertainment. It's no different than when people was doing music videos with Madonna and they're younger. Like it just is what this is music collaboration. That's all.
That's what I think too. I
Uh,
mean, they did post like a promo video on Instagram, and that's what people was like questioning. Like, is that a little too sexual for the age gap? But I
what
could.
you? Ice Spice sells sex. What the fuck is wrong with y'all
They're
people,
all
man?
adults.
They're all adults. They're all consensual.
They
Ice
all can
Spice.
drink.
They all can
Yeah,
drink. Like Mike. Yeah, you're right. They all can drink, and
that's
they're
a fact.
doing a video selling a fantasy. It don't matter
Right.
that Nikki's 40. Men still want to have sex with her. Women still want to have sex with her. People want to have sex with Ice Spice. They are attracted to those two women, and they're selling you a fantasy through the music. There's nothing wrong with that.
I agree. Them two bad bitches. Did you see the video?
I did not see the video yet. I did not.
A
Shout out
whole
to Ice
lot of
Spice. Ice Spice is fire. Ice Spice is fire. Nikki's fire. You feel me? I can't watch too much Nikki because she remind me of this old girl I used to talk to, and I'll be like, damn, I don't talk to her no more. She's from Queens.
Wow.
Dude, they got the same kind of, it's the something about a Queen show. You got the same kind of like, you feel me, demeanor, the way that they talk and shit like that. And they big ass crybabies too, but still, shout out to them though. You
Mm.
feel me? You feel me? It is what it
Oh,
is. But we go actually sticking on a Nicki drink. Coil Ray and Lotto got into a little back and forth because I guess Lotto tried to bring Coil Ray into her beef with Nicki Minaj, and Coil Ray's not jacking it.
mhm.
Coil Ray is not jacking it.
Yeah. And Lotto, I guess like Coyle Ray saw that as body shaming when Lotto was talking about how her blunt is the same size as Coyle Ray and her brace.
That's crazy. That's funny as hell. I'm sorry. What the
Oh
fuck?
my gosh.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah, so we
That is.
what do you think about that? Like, I mean, it's
I
girl
think
beef,
it's.
but
I stay out of women's business.
yeah.
I don't get into the stuff between women. It's not my business at all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I want to get into this the baby thing. This is best topic. He's still not here.
I think
I think best ain't
I
gonna
don't
be.
think that's even gonna come up.
Yeah, that's cool. We're gonna get into it. The baby was the baby canceled. This is something that was going on and spoke about all over the internet. Me personally, I say the baby was canceled. He was, if it's not canceled, he was blackballed and shadow banned all over the place. So, what's your thoughts on this? I mean, literally, after he made that comment, he was taken off of every major festival. His music wasn't being promoted the same. When they do the new music Fridays, he's not placed on there. Even just the new album releases on Apple and stuff like that on the DSPs, you have to actually look his up like you had to do Tories during the whole his whole shadow banning phase,
Mm-hmm.
you had to do that with the baby, and still to this day, like when new the baby music come out, we don't know that's new music coming out from him unless you actually follow his stuff.
Right. So I definitely agree. He was definitely blackballed. I mean, you would have to go looking for him, which is interesting because I went on his Instagram page the other day, and I'm just like, he seems to be like, I don't know. Instagram could be a facade though. He seems like he's living okay, but that whole thing with his tickets being buy one get one free, that definitely exposed just how he was blackballed, you know. And I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't expect him to be blackballed like that. Like I didn't know it was that big of a. I'm not gonna say big of a deal, but gonna be so big to where we wouldn't hear from him again,
Oh
which we don't.
shit! Oh shit! I forgot the playoffs was on the day. Excuse me, just to say this out there, all you people that was hating on my Knicks, we up 3-1 in the series. We won twice in the Garden. We split one in Cleveland. Suck my dick, yo. Fuck out of here, yo. Knicks is in here, man. We going to the next round. I ain't saying we winning the chip, but the Knicks is here, man. I told niggas stop playing with my New York Knickerbockers, man. Y'all been talking all that shit about us, about we should have got Donovan Mitchell and all that extra shit, but we winning. New York is here, man. Basketball is better when the Knicks is winning. That's all I'm trying to tell niggas. Knicks, nigga. Knicks tape. Suck my dick. Feel me? Big New York. Excuse me. I just had to get my Knicks ran off. I just seen that we won today. I knew I was keeping up with the score a little bit, but niggas was talking a lot of shit about nobody cares about us. And we the number 5 seed, beating the number 4 seed. That's all I'm saying. And they got one of the top 15 best players in the league right now. And also, feel me? Happy Eid to all my Muslims out there, you feel me? Ramadan is over. You can smoke your blunt again. You can drink your drink again. You can have sex. You can do all that stuff. You can eat during the daytime. It's fire. We here. Ramadan is over. But back to what we was talking about. Sorry to cut you off, Steve. I forgot what we were talking about. It's two things. I just had my two little rants real quick.
I forgot what we was talking about too.
We was talking. I think it was something about Koi, wasn't it? No,
Yeah.
It was something about Koi.
It's kind of like the end of that conversation though.
Yeah,
anyway, so.
I don't even remember what it was about Koi. Just keeping up some quick news. Sticking with the sports. Mikey Williams, he pled not guilty to his assault charges with a firearm in the state of California. He's not being detained still. I think he's still going through his process, but he still is he's still free. He was bailed out. He bailed himself out. And we're just watching it. We're just seeing it as it goes and this process plays out. Excuse me, because we seen last year Monty Bates went through something similar, and we don't need these young fellas really getting into these things when they have such a bright future ahead of them, and it is what it is. What else we got going on here? Gervonta Davis fight. Did you watch the fight last night, Christine?
Did you?
I did watch the Gervonta Davis fight. Gervonta Davis stops Ryan Garcia in the 7th round yesterday with a left hand to the liver shot, put him down in the 7th round. He dropped him early in the 2nd round of the fight, but the thing that stood out to me was Gervonta came out to Chief Keef, man. He came out with Chief Keef performing live right next to him. Had the human-made outfit with some custom Nike dunks on his feet for his ring attire. Shout to Human Made, shout to Nego. It's definitely one of my favorite brands to wear. And when they got in there, Ryan Garcia had the Amiri trunks on, and I think he had a Amiri robe. So shout to Ryan Garcia, who's a really good fighter, really good fighter. Nothing against him at all. Just Tank was the better man last night, and Ryan Garcia is going to do very well at the 140 weight class. But as far as 140 division, excuse me, as far as last night went, it went as I thought it was going to go. Ryan Garcia had very slim margin of error. Any mistake could cost him the fight. 2nd round, he almost made a major mistake because he was very aggressive, and he was trying to walk Tank down, and he caught left hand to the face, and yeah, put him down. He got up after got a standing 8. Then the other few rounds, he became less aggressive. He was throwing a lot of shots, but not landing necessarily. Tank was throwing less shots, and that's what he's known for. He does not throw a lot of shots, similar to Canelo Alvarez, but they are effective when they land, and he has a high connect rate for his punches. So he worked the body, he flooded the basement, as Teddy Atlas would say. And Ryan Garcia, as good of a fighter as he is, he's a taller guy, and he's built like a string bean, kind of very slim, slender kind of guy. So it's only about so many body shots you're gonna be able to take. And that liver shot put him down for the count. He tried to take a step back to readjust himself, but it's like his knees buckled a little bit. So I already knew at that time either he was going to go down soon. I didn't think it was going to be from that shot that he was going to go down. Like he was able to adjust himself, and Tank was going to get ready to start unleashing a fury of punches on him. But he went down after that shot after trying to readjust his footing, and it did not stick. So Ryan Garcia, who put on a hell of a show, not gonna lie, just couldn't stand up. Tank did his thing, did his job, and stuck to his fight plan. It was interesting to see. Definitely want to have some of our boxing experts come on the show eventually, but just right now breaking it down. Gervonta just had a great fight plan. He worked the body, and he took a page out of Floyd Mayweather's playbook, and he will wrap up Ryan Garcia whenever he was trying to throw that right hand. He was moving away from the right hand and not allowing that left hook. So he did a really good job with that. Best is here. Best is here. We already talked about his topic, but we're gonna get him in here. We're gonna get him in here. We're gonna get Best in here. Best is in the car. What the fuck, Best? What's going on, man?
My fault, y'all.
Best, we already got most of your topics out the way, but we in the Gervonta Davis fight right now. Anything you want to say about that?
Listen, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that was rigged.
Why do you feel like it was rigged? Have you ever got?
I'm gonna tell you why I feel like it was rigged.
You ever got punched in the liver before? Flush?
No, but listen, bro. I seen like you supposed to be this type of goat. Like he's supposed to be a goat, right? And am I right or wrong?
No. You know, Ryan Garcia he's had less than 25 fights, man.
That's so crazy.
He had less than 20. You got like this is the thing, and this is the thing where people watch. Y'all expect there's a difference between boxing and brawling. Y'all think boxing is brawling. Everything is about being calculated. It's chess, not checkers. It's not about how hard you punch. You could punch hard, but it's also about the timing of your punch. I could punch hard as hell, but if I whiff your body, I might throw my shoulder out. Mm-hmm. Or if I punch hard as hell and you duck the right way, I could break my hand on your head. Like it's a bunch of things that go into this. And I've seen Gervonta throw crazy punches, and he broke fighting Pitbull. He broke his hand, and he had to fight the rest of that fight with one hand. That went the distance. So it's just different. But why would you say it's rigged, though?
No, I'm not. I'm saying it's rigged because I just feel like, bro, not even like, bro, maybe because I never took a body shot, but I feel like he took harder punches than that in the battle. Why he do it so quick?
Bro,
like,
it's actually easier to knock somebody out from a body shot than from hitting them in the face. You got bones in your face that can protect things. Your stomach, there's not too many bones other than your ribs. It's not, and your liver is not protected by your ribs like that. Like but this is the thing. This boxing is like if you understand anatomy, then you understand boxing. You understand it. That's why they say when you fighting a faster guy, you want to flood the basement, which is beating up the body because it's going to slow him down. And he took the hit on the jaw flush, but he got right back up. He just standing 8. He took the punch to the body. He tried to get himself together. His legs went to noodles, and he went right down. It's just because it's not much to protect. It's like people always say, you can survive. You have a better chance of surviving getting shot in the head than you do getting shot in the stomach. Because it's nothing but organs here, bro.
Yeah, shot to the liver will kill you.
Yeah, shot to the liver will kill you. Like instantly, bro.
I didn't know that. I ain't gonna lie, bro. But now I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why the way it was hyped up. I just expected a better fight. Maybe that
it was a great fight. Again, yeah. So this is the point. When you watching it as a casual fan, you expect it to be fire. Everybody expect Marvin Hagler versus Tommy Hearns. First 3 rounds, these niggas is just brawling and they bleeding. That's not boxing. Boxing is taking as little punches as possible, but dealing out maximum damage. That's what it's about. Like remember input output in school. It's like capitalism. You want to put minimal input in to get maximum output. So,
Right.
So it was a good fight. And I
ain't gonna lie. Tank the right thing by bringing the GOAT out.
For sure. We already know. Big Sosa, man. Big Glow.
Big Sosa.
Glow game,
yeah,
man.
You feel me? Once he did that, bro, I thought he was gonna do. And if he would have played Finito, he'd have been gone in 2 rounds.
Listen, I'll say this part right here. I don't know what song Ryan. Mike, did you see the fight? I don't have no idea what song that was that Ryan Garcia came out to. But when I seen that, I'm like, yo, Ryan Garcia is the Mexican Russell Wilson. Like, it's nigga corny as hell, bro. What the fuck wrong with this nigga, bro? Corny as a bitch. I like Russell Wilson, but this nigga came out there praying. I'm like, you can't go in there about to fight Tank, bro, and ready to do damage, and you over there listening about how God going to deliver you from salvation. Yeah, the salvation of that gut punch, nigga, getting shot to the liver. You should have sat there and listened to some real nigga shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I got a question. Do you and I don't know boxing. This is coming from like a casual fan, like just you feel me, the seeing shit and then that. Do you feel like Ryan Garcia got like he's scared of Tank, bro?
No,
because I'm seeing videos like what he said. I guess they were in the club one time. I guess they were pros. He gonna walk up to Tank like, "Can we be friends after the fight?" Then he posted shit on Facebook, on Twitter like, "Damn, great fight!" Like,
so
one of the greatest.
Nah, it's a sport.
It's like, I'm not seeing a competitive spirit in him. Like how you usually.
It's a sport. They do all of that. All of the nasty shit that they say to each other is before the fight. Once the fight happened and the winner is picked, as a good sportsman, yo, that's a good fighter. He was the better man.
I'm talking. The club part happened before the fight. I see. Like that was in the video before.
But also, Ryan Garcia is not, like I said, we call him. He's a nice guy. He's not. We see how he talk. We seen a little exchange when Tank was showing him the money. He said, "That's not what it's all about, brother." Like, come on, man. Nigga, 24 years old, and that's how he talk. He's just a nice guy, but he knows how to fight.
Right.
Again, like I said, I keep telling people again, for Ryan Garcia, this might be like his Canelo moment when Canelo fought Floyd. Canelo wasn't a bad fighter. It's just levels to this. And Tank has fought in the bigger fights, and he's fought better competition, and he's knocked out champions. Ryan Garcia is the 7th undefeated fighter he's beaten by knockout. So it's not like he's fighting bums. Ryan Garcia is 24. He's fought in some guys, but his boxing is all about the more rounds you go, pause, the more ring experience you get, the better ring generalship you have. Tank had everything to his advantage. I know people were talking about the rehydration clause. Even you can knock that out of the way because he controlled the distance. He didn't allow Ryan to establish. He made Ryan go away from using his right hand. Ryan kept trying to hit him with the left hook. You don't fight a southpaw with your left hand because he sees that coming. It's easier for him to block and maneuver. You got to use your right hand. He stopped using the right hand. He stopped throwing the jab as much, and then he became a little bit timid, and he kept holding back that right hand and not really establishing his jab later in the fight. But people, this is coming from people that watch boxing for real a lot. Like you a fight fan, and just doing boxing training. And my family is fighters. I understand how this shit go. Tank's been in the moment. The moment wasn't too big for him. When they started screaming Ryan, or screaming Mexico and shit, Ryan started fighting towards the crowd. It don't matter what the fuck they saying in there. Tank wasn't fighting to the crowd. Tank was fighting to his fight plan. This is the game plan. This is what we doing, and I'm gonna do this to the best of my ability. I don't give a fuck what's happening outside the ring.
Right.
And that's why he won the fight. And
I got I think I seen this somewhere. I don't know if this is real or fake, but Tank basically said he felt he'd face a boxer right now. How you feel about that? Being like,
I won't disagree. I mean, Canelo Alvarez may say something about that. But as far as the face of boxing, the biggest draw who sells that shit out, I don't think nobody in America sells it out more than Tank, for sure. I don't think anybody anywhere sells it out more than Tank, for real.
How old is Tank?
Tank, I don't even know how old Gervonta is. He's in his late 20s, maybe.
Okay, so yeah, he got a long run. Yeah, okay.
He's 28. So he's
after Floyd, the people kept trying to say Adrian Broner would be the next one up, but then I don't know, that kind of diminished.
The only people Gervonta my age, he's 28. He's about to turn 29 this year. The only people that can have a bigger fight than Tank and the Garcia fight that we just seen, honestly, would be if Errol Spence and Bud Crawford have their fight. That's the two best fighters in the world, to me personally. If they fight each other, that'll be the super mega fight. That'll do Conor McGregor, Floyd Mayweather with numbers.
Or Haney and Davis.
Or Haney. I think Haney. I agree with Mike. Haney and Davis would do well as too because then they'll be fighting for all the belts. And then whoever wins that becomes undisputed champion at that lightweight division, which would be fire. I would love to see that. I think the best fighter in the lightweight division, personally, even though he's not the most exciting, is Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur he can still use a couple more fights and more experience just to sharpen his skill. Not saying that he doesn't have what it takes now to beat a Devin or to go toe to toe with Tank. Tank just has the experience over both of those guys.
That shit. No, overall that shit was kind of fire at the same time. Even though I said I expected more, that shit was kind of fire. It had me hyped.
The thing I love about this as a fight fan, I know our producer in studio, Mike. Shout out to Mike. Mike is a fan of combat sports as well. And boxing for a while, they've been like holding us hostage with this undefeated record shit. It's the undefeated, and then their promoters pick a bunch of bums and cab drivers for these guys to fight so they could keep the belts and get the money. Even though this wasn't for any belts yesterday, we got to see two of the best fighters that are undefeated go at each other and see who was the better man. And that's what we want in the fight community. We want to see the best fighters fight each other. Because y'all going to make the bag anyway. Y'all going to make the bag anyway.
Is that Garcia's first L?
Yes. And he's going to go to 140 and he's going to clear house. But still, Tank was the better fighter. I think if they fight at 140 or 147 or 150, whatever it is, 150, that it would be a harder fight for Tank to fight him then, because I think when Ryan is at 140 plus, he does bring a little bit more power than he does at 135. But it is what it is. Tank's still a great fighter. Ryan is still a really good fighter too. And those guys put on an excellent performance. And my only thing I would ever say to Ryan Garcia is you don't have to keep trying to prove that you are tough. We know you're tough because you're a fighter. It's not too. You're tough if you could put boxing gloves on and get in the ring and fight in front of the world. Only 1% of people do that shit. Everybody don't do that shit.
I agree.
But Best, we missed your topic. We want to go back to it while we got you here. Lil Meech. What you got to say about Lil Meech, Best?
Man, I ain't gonna say what I want to say about Lil Meech.
Say what you gonna say about Lil Meech. Don't be scared. Don't be scared now.
I don't want. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm disappointed in Lil Meech because I ain't gonna lie. And you had the discussion earlier this week. Cherish your fans because you might not always have it, but at the same time, his dad's a big Meech, so he's forever set. He's forever straight. But I just feel like I don't like the way he came. I understand people like these are celebrities and shit like that. They want their own personal space, but it's not like you came late. You came to the event late for one, like 2 hours late.
That's what celebrities do. Fashionably late. Celebrities do that shit. Fashionably late.
Yeah, you were supposed to be there at 10 o'clock, right? You didn't get to 12:15. I want to say the venue closes at 11 o'clock. They already extended an hour for you to come. You telling people you're 3 minutes away. You know we're around. A lot of people left. Everybody left, bro. So the couple fans that stayed, you could have at least took a picture with them. DJ took a time check him on mic. He turned the mic down. He asked for the mute, like, bro, like it just like he was being mad rude, bro. Like, now I ain't gonna lie, I don't like the way you handle that, bro. Girl, she try to get your attention. Like, I understand don't touch me and stuff, but like after like don't touch me, like at least give her a conversation. I never go walk up to her, ask for a picture.
No, what the fuck? No, I don't owe not you niggas none of this shit. Fuck out of here. I don't. Y'all paid me because y'all wanted to see me here. Yeah, I didn't ask y'all to be here. Y'all wanted me here. Not you. The nigga that booked me wanted me here. You motherfuckers paid $80 because y'all wanted to breathe the same air as me, nigga. If you go anywhere where it's a person doing a public appearance in a club, niggas is not. Some of them might be cool and want to kick it with you and do shit. Most of them niggas is in their corner, staying there for that little hour, taking their money, tired, and then they're leaving. That's it. Like fans got to get this shit out their mind. These celebrity niggas don't owe you shit. They don't give a fuck about y'all for real.
But it's not about you. It's just about being generous, bro. Like
I don't have y'all niggas paid me for my time. What the fuck I need? I don't need, bro. He got booked for another event. What do you need you for?
Generous, the thing is, you treat like a billionaire,
bro.
Like,
you asking a nigga at his job to do again? Y'all booked him to be there and use his likeness. Y'all didn't book him to be courteous, nigga. Nigga got booked. He got booked to do. He got booked to show up.
Okay, so if you're going off what you got booked to do, you got booked to be there at 10 o'clock. Why are you showing up at 12:15?
he got booked to be there. He didn't get. It wasn't. I'm pretty sure it wasn't a time frame. Niggas say you have to be here at 10. No, they got booked to use my likeness on your event, and you sold that bitch out, nigga. You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's why you didn't get the back end. That's cool.
That's fine. I didn't get the back end. You still gave me my money up front. Cool. That shit paid for everything to begin with.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't got too much to say. I just feel like, bro, as a human being, bro.
I think y'all niggas get this thing in y'all mind where these niggas come in, they don't want to do this shit. They don't want to be there. That nigga, if that nigga could have done anything,
bro, don't come. Don't.
That's what I'm saying. Don't come.
It's 20,000. It's 20,000, and y'all paying for my flight, and I only got to be there for about 15, 20 minutes. I'm coming, nigga.
So have a good attitude.
You don't have, why do y'all think? But hold on, real question. Why do y'all think celebrity? Do y'all really think y'all go to work with a great attitude? Hold on. Do y'all go to work with a great attitude all the time? Fuck no.
But no, I don't go. I might be mad, but I treat everybody with respect. I still, how you doing? I could make somebody's day, bro.
This is the part that you're missing right here. Fuck all that. How you doing shit? Fuck that. If that woman could grab me, what's stopping a nigga from grabbing my chain? Security, you're not doing your fucking job.
Right. Bro,
Best get the fuck out of here with that shit. You're not doing your fucking job. If somebody, I'm a VIP. I'm a VIP person. Why the fuck can somebody touch me?
You act like somebody, they grab like this.
I don't give a fuck what you did, bro. Yo, I am a VIP person. Why is somebody able to touch me without me saying they could touch me? Why? Keep it 100. If you in VIP and you got security and somebody could touch you, Best, you're not gonna be like, hold on. How does the person get that close?
But listen. I forgot all that. I forgot that part. If you watched the video before, right? 2 seconds before, the girl in the black, you know the girl in the black dress that was next to me?
Yeah, what about it?
She asked him for a picture. Why are you telling her no?
Because he don't want to fucking take a picture. Like, yo, bro, y'all niggas don't understand. He did not get booked to do all of that. He got booked to show up.
Man, even
he got booked again. I don't. That's another. You listen, my nigga. Y'all niggas keep saying stay home. Y'all niggas pay to go. Not saying you, Best. Motherfuckers paid to go party with that nigga. He ain't asked to be on nobody's shit. Y'all niggas booked him.
He didn't even show up to the party.
It don't matter. Again, he did not ask that. Yeah, niggas is the one that booked him. Whether he was professional or not, I agree he wasn't professional. I'm with everybody on that. But niggas booked him to party with him. That was y'all fault. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
And I hope a lot of promoters see this shit, bro. And like that kind of humble. Even though he got money, I hope that shit humble.
That's not gonna stop nothing. That's not gonna stop nothing. Niggas is still gonna book him. That's not gonna stop. I'm telling you right now. That's not gonna stop shit. Niggas still gonna book him because niggas not. They don't give a fuck about the niggas. But they care about making their money. They don't care about you enjoying your experience, bro. They do not give a fuck.
If other fans are seeing this, bro, you got
it was on Twitter. I'm the best. It was on Twitter, bro. Go ahead.
When you went to Ari, right? When you went to go see Ari, right? You was hoping to take a picture with her, right?
Yeah, sure. Her attitude was great.
But that also was a meet and greet, nigga. That was not a fucking party. It's a difference,
Bro, I don't care if I want to go.
No, it is. Yo, bro, that's the thing. You keep saying you don't care. What the fuck did my contract say that I got booked for? It wasn't a meet and greet, nigga. It was for you to take my likeness and my pictures and sell some fucking party tickets, nigga. That's what it was for.
Yeah, but Ari, no.
Ari was a meet and greet.
Wait.
But
Wait. That was the second time I met Ari. The first time I met Ari was in Rochester, and it was a party. It wasn't no meet and greet, and her attitude was great.
That's cool. That's what she wants to do. Everybody is not gonna do that shit.
Cool. DJ Tiger Touch, I had him on the mic like this when he got there late. Before the music turned off, he said, "Yo, can you speak to the crowd? Acknowledge that you hear something." The nigga said, "No." Like, so you just don't want to do shit. You just want to stand here, bro.
Yes, that's what you booked me for. Yo, y'all niggas is not understanding. The nigga got booked to listen, hold on. Niggas paid him 20,000. Niggas paid him 20,000 to use his likeness or whatever the case may be. He didn't get the back, and so he didn't even get half the money. They used his likeness to sell.
He showed up late.
All right. So what? He showed up like he didn't get his back in. You still made more money than what you paid to get the nigga. What are we saying here?
Bruh.
Like, why do y'all niggas think that y'all? Yo, hold on. Fuck your little $80. Fuck your $80. Your $80 ain't shit. Your $80 don't get you access to be in my space, nigga. Fuck that.
Bruh, all you had to do is grab the phone.
No, I don't have to do shit. I showed up. That's what you asked me to do. I showed up.
Let me ask you this, right? When rappers get performed to come on rap, right? Do they just rap or do they take people pictures?
No, they don't. Frank Ocean just got booked by Coachella, came late as a bitch, changed his whole set, and still got his full bag, nigga. And canceled the second show, nigga. Like I keep trying to tell y'all think this is not exclusive to Little. This is not exclusive to Little Meech. All these niggas do this shit. All of them. Niggas are just famous niggas. They famous cornballs. And niggas be.
That's what.
A lot of these niggas do this, especially in the rap community. These niggas that come from rap, hip hop culture background, they do this shit. It's niggas that's professional, like Jadakiss and them niggas that been doing this a long time. But some of these niggas don't give a fuck. We got 5 minutes left, man.
Famous cornballs. I ain't gonna hold you.
Most of these celebrities.
And I'm one of them niggas that don't care. I'm a man, so I never care about them. It's for the females, though.
I don't, bro. Them niggas. What you owe the females? They got, like, bro, y'all niggas is not understanding. You pay your $80 does not mean you have access to me. You happen to be in the same venue as me. That's it. That's what you pay for. Like, I don't understand what y'all think that niggas owe niggas. What do they owe niggas? Nothing. I came here. Nigga, bro, at the end of the day, he's not
hurt to be like your fans, bro.
My nigga, a lot of niggas ain't nice to, bro. I can name a bunch of people not nice. Mariah Carey is not nice to her fans at all. She's rude as fuck.
One moment said that was rude. I never heard about that.
My nigga, my mom was at, they shot Precious, right? The movie Precious was at my mother's job. When the desk that Mariah Carey is sitting at, the cubicle right behind her was my mom's cubicle. Mariah Carey did not talk to none of the people that worked there. She was rude to the people that were serving her food, throwing food at them, cursing them the fuck out, cursed out the director. My mom seen this with her own fucking eyes. And her people at her job, mad at them when they were shooting Precious. Rude as a bitch. Mariah Carey is known for being a very nasty individual. She still get booked every week. Every time Christmas come around, she still getting booked. She still gets shows. She still put out music, and niggas still buy that shit because niggas don't give a fuck.
I ain't gonna lie. We as fans, if motherfuckers get, and I understand.
No, again, these are the fans that's the people that are saying this actually don't support shit. Because most of the niggas watching Power BMF don't even got stars. They watching over somebody else shit or they bootlegging it. Nigga don't give a fuck about your little $80, nigga.
Now I'm definitely bootlegging it now.
It don't matter because he got paid to do the show anyway. He not getting paid off of what's going out now, nigga. He already got paid to do the show. He get paid per episode.
He look at that so good because I would have been start watching that shit.
My nigga, most of these people are not nice people. They are not always nice to their fans, bro. They not. They really not.
But I mean, I don't know if the fame changes it or whatever, but these people were regular people before they got famous. You know what I'm saying?
It don't. But it makes them more of who they are. Again, what does these niggas owe you? Like, honestly, what is a fan gonna do for Little Meech? It's not gonna stop him. He's a actor.
Put money in their pocket.
How? He's already an actor. It's nothing. There's nothing that, if you a fan of me or not, if I'm a great fucking actor, you're not stopping me from getting a bag. Ever.
Well, because he was on a show with other people, but if he were to branch off and get or want his own shit, nobody gonna to see nothing with him, him.
The thing about it is, this is the thing about being an actor. You don't have to have your own shit. As long as I act well enough, I can get a show or a gig doing something else.
So what else does he do?
He's been on Euphoria.
What other shit has he been on?
He's been on Euphoria.
He appeared on one episode. I looked that up.
He was on Euphoria for one episode, but at the end of the day, he's still new to acting. He does not need fans. Just because you're a fan of Meech is not going to get him a role. It's about, can he perform? Like, that's the thing. Acting is similar to sports. Nigga, can you perform this shit? Right. It's not about the people. It's not, bro. It's not about the people wanting to see you. It's not about that. Because if you good as fuck, you still gonna be there. Lance Stevenson is not fans' favorite motherfucker. Michael Beasley is not fans' favorite motherfucker. But if they good at the job, they're gonna get a fucking job again.
Do you guys think? I've never seen him act. Do you guys think that he's a great actor?
He does all right. He still got time. He still has
Meech. Like, do you think that he's a star actor?
No,
like,
but you don't.
For one, he went to acting class because rap.
But that's everybody.
But little reset, rap career was ass as fuck. I'm like, oh.
All right. So what does that mean? He still got a bag doing something else.
No, I'm saying he acted like his dad, so it's a little bit easier. But I don't know if
that's not true because his dad was in jail most of his life.
But he heard the stories, bro.
Hearing the stories and then being around someone and seeing their mannerisms is two different things, bro. Like, again, niggas can tell you the story, but it's different hearing a story and then seeing somebody actually act as such. Feel me? So Little Meech is a decent actor. He still could do better. But you don't gotta be a star. You don't have to be a star in order to still get booked for shit. It's TV. A lot of these actors that's on TV shows, niggas don't ever see them on nothing else. I don't care. I can't tell you anything else. I watch Criminal Minds. The nigga that played Gideon, I've never seen that nigga on nothing else but other TV shows. I've never seen him in a movie in my life. But he gets gigs for doing acting on TV. Excuse me.
Yeah.
So it just varies. But y'all fans, I'm gonna tell y'all this: these niggas don't owe y'all nothing. Y'all gotta stop being starstruck. And they come in there to collect their money. They're not coming there to be your best friend. If you get an hour with them, you are lucky. For real. Niggas is not staying there all night. Ari was a party promoter. She's different. You feel me? And she wasn't really a celebrity. She was a celebrity's girlfriend that ended up getting shit into her own. And she capitalized off it. Salute to her. Little Meech is a actor. Not a rapper. He don't his main his priority rate of getting paid comes from doing these little events and showing face, but he don't need that to get paid because he's already an actor and he has residual money coming in from doing this show. Not a lot. I think it's anywhere between $30,000 and $50,000 a show. I mean, an episode, but that's where his money comes from. So whatever else he got shit involved in. But yeah, y'all got it. Your ticket, what you pay for your ticket does not give you the right to or access to whoever you think you do. Because like we said before, we talked about Chris Brown.
I feel like that's just a bad look because people gonna
for
see shit
who?
like that.
Because I'm telling you on Twitter, everybody was agreeing with Meech saying why they let him. Why is she touching him? It's on Twitter, nigga. Go look it up right now. Mabby was agreeing.
I mean, it's still like, you know what I'm saying? Best can still have his own opinion. A lot of people agree with Best. I agree with him too. Like,
I
this
don't.
shit is weak as fuck.
I don't because what again? If y'all could break down to me, we got about a minute left. If y'all could break down to me why someone can just be in my personal space because you pay for a ticket.
But it's not, bro.
No.
She's stuck in, bro. So that's like grabbing somebody in Walmart or somebody like that's working there. Hey,
my nigga, this is not Walmart, nigga. I am a VIP motherfucker. What are you talking about? What are you talking? Like, what are you talking? Yo, if you walk outside right now, right, and I see Floyd Mayweather, and I see Floyd Mayweather, and I touch Floyd Mayweather, his security team gonna pound. They gonna jump me, nigga. What the fuck you talking about?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie. I just see videos where people that put their fists out and play Mayweather and stack them up.
It depends on the situation. It depends on the day he's having. That nigga don't want to be there. You see one video of that. I've seen videos of niggas getting. I've seen videos and I've seen personally niggas getting thrown out with the shit. But we about to get the fuck out of here. Go ahead, but say it last before we get out of here.
Nah, they said he was doing that in Syracuse. They said it was more rude in Syracuse than he was in Rochester.
I don't know.
They say it was terrible in Syracuse, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So if you got an attitude, stay home.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about. This is the controversial Best Swoops show. I'm about to get the fuck about here. I'm here with my beautiful co-host, Christine. Feel me, Christine? And the boisterous, slowly maturing Nemo. I got to spit. I don't know what the fuck it came from.
Is this nigga eating?
No. Nemo's best. And yours truly, Vis Swoops, smoothest, coolest podcast in the world. We got to get the fuck up out of here. I got to spit. That's why I'm talking like this. But we out of here.